guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I am going to start with part one of a two-part thing for you guys, because a lot of you were asking me, since I did have a C-section. It was a first time thing. I have 4 boys and I've never had a C-section before until our last one, because he was breech. So a lot of you were requesting like a C-section recovery tips video, as well as things nobody tell you about a C-section, and I feel like those just need to be 2 videos because I can like ramble on forever. So today I'm going to start with the recovery tips video, and then go ahead and look out for the things nobody tells you before you have a C-section that they probably should have video, and I will go ahead and get that up as well for you guys. If there's any other videos like that involving like pregnancy slash feeding your baby, anything baby related, if you want to see any of those videos, go ahead and let me know as well, and I can definitely make those for you. I've had 3 vaginal deliveries and 1 C-section, so I'm more a pro at vaginal deliveries. So I really didn't know what to expect when going in for a C-section. So I was kind of like a flying by the seat of my pants type of person, because I didn't know what to expect. And I didn't know anything about aftercare. Everything I looked up, like people were just like horror stories, like, oh my god, it was the worst thing ever. And some people were like, it was the best thing ever. But like everybody's opinions were all over the place. So I just wanted to go ahead and tell you some of my recovery tips that I definitely recommend if you are going to have a C-section or had just had a C-section. So let's go ahead and get started. First tip is going to be definitely take the medicine, you guys. Take the medicine. Even if you don't feel like it, take the medicine. I had my C-section. They actually put medicine into my spinal that I had gotten. I think it's called like Duramorph or something like that. It's a form of morphine. It will make you scratch your face off. Will make you scratch your face off, which reminds me, definitely ask for Benadryl or something to help with the scratching. They had to give me Benadryl and some type of other like anti-itching medicine because I was itching so bad after the morphine, the whatever kind of morphine it is. But yes, definitely take your pain medicine. I got that, and that wears off after 24 hours. And then after that wears off, the only thing I was taking was ibuprofen and Tylenol. Now everybody's pain tolerance is different. They tried giving me Dilaudid, which really did nothing for me. It was a pill form, not a IV form, and so I think it didn't work as well. But I found that the ibuprofen and the Tylenol worked perfect. So they constantly gave me that around the clock. So I'd get ibuprofen, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Tylenol. You get the gist. And I only had to take that for 2 weeks, and then I stopped taking it. And I honestly didn't feel the need to, but like I said, everyone's pain tolerance is different. So don't expect to like not need like stronger pain medicine. You might, but there you go. I've also had stomach surgery before. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yes, I was fine with just the ibuprofen and the Tylenol. Next thing is you're going to want to get up as soon as possible. I could not get up for 18 hours just because I had my catheter in, and my doctor made me keep my catheter and everything like that for 18 hours. After it came out, they had me get up, and honestly guys, it felt so much better to move than to sit in that bed. Now I will say, you are going to want to ask for a binder. Next step, ask for a binder. And this ties into the step before, because after you have surgery, it is hurting so bad. It hurts to cough, it hurts to sneeze. My mom was making me laugh, and I was like, stop making me laugh, it hurts so bad. You're gonna want a binder just so it can press on the incision and give it a little bit of, I don't know, like resistance. It's definitely one of the tips that I definitely recommend. I did wear the binder for like about 2 weeks. You can wear it longer, but it just started irritating me because as your incision starts healing, it starts itching. I don't know. It just started like irritating me, and like it gets uncomfortable after a while, especially the ones that our hospital gave us. It had like boning in it. If you don't know what boning is, it's like a plastic piece to keep it rigid, and it started really hurting. So definitely the binding will help with getting up. However, it hurts to get up, you guys, and that is my biggest thing. Like, nobody tells you how much it's like, not the walking around that hurts. The walking around and standing up felt fine to me. It was actually physically getting up. Bending to get up out of bed hurts like nobody's business. And bending to sit on the toilet, and then bending to get back into bed. So you definitely want to get up and walk, and like I said, you'll probably feel better walking and standing. And I know that's the last thing you want to do after you got your stomach cut open. You're like, don't make me walk, don't make me, you know what I mean? But you're gonna want to get up and walk. It also will help with gas, which you're going to want to let go of. You do not want to have any gas pains. So just let it rip. Like, that is my #1 tip for that. Let the gas out, because the gas will hurt if it gets trapped inside of you. I know that from having my hernia surgery. The trapped gas really does hurt. My next tip, biggest tip, take home as much mesh underwear that the hospital will give you, as well as pads, because the pads you buy at the store, quite frankly, aren't as good as the pads they give you at the hospital. I don't know, the pads they give you at the hospital are just wider, longer, perfect, like it catches everything. Like, because TMI, like when I bleed, it kind of goes to the back, you know what I mean? So those ones just like collect everything. But the mesh underwear, there's like no like elastic or anything. It just feels so good on your incision, like it doesn't hurt. And I pulled it up over my incision, and the rubbing wasn't there. But after I run out of those mesh underwear, I tried to wear my regular underwear, and you guys, it would lie, like the underwear would lay like right where my incision was, and it felt like it was like pulling it and tugging it and just irritating it, and it hurt so bad. It seriously felt like I was ripping like skin off. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it hurts so bad. As well as yoga pants. If you're going to wear pants, I definitely recommend, like if you're going to the hospital, just take a dress. You're not going to want to put pants on. And if you do put pants on, do not get the pants where the even like the ones I'm wearing, like you're not going to want to wear these. See this, how this is? You're not going to want to wear this, because this will hit right where your incision is. Even though the band thing goes up, you are going to want to wear like high-waisted yoga pants that don't have like a line through the thing. I don't even know what it's called. Like stitching. You don't want stitching right there where your incision's gonna hit. It's going to hurt. So I would definitely recommend like a robe or a dress or something like that that does not rub against that. I wore like LuLaRoe leggings, and those were the best because the band was able to go up high enough that it didn't hit anything. But I also didn't wear pants for like a week afterwards. And then, like I said, once you ran out of mesh underwear and you had to wear regular underwear, they all hit right there. So I had to actually send Tavish out to the store to get me like maternity underwear. And I found some at Walmart. They were just underwear that went all the way up to underneath your boobs, and it worked and it helped until my like incision completely like healed, and then I can wear anything now. So that doesn't really bother it anymore. It's just at the time. Sometimes things will still make it a little raw, but it's a lot better now. So definitely invest more mesh underwear. I know you can buy them on Amazon, or invest in some high-waisted underwear that will not hit where your incision is, because it does hurt so bad. You're not going to want to have any pants that are going to hit there as well. And quite frankly, who likes wearing pants? I don't. So when you get home, I don't know about you, but when I was pregnant, I slept on my side because that's the only way you can really sleep. I cannot sleep on my back, and I don't think they want you sleeping on your back. So you're used to sleeping on your side for 9+ months. And then as soon as you get home from having a C-section, you can't sleep on your sides anymore. I tried sleeping on my side, and where the end of the incision is, my doctor told me that you will still have filling there because they cut through the nerves, and those nerves still have nerve endings. And so it feels like when you when you lay there and then you get up, it feels like it is pulling, tearing. It is the worst feeling I think I've ever felt. It literally feels like your skin is getting ripped open. Try to avoid laying on your sides, or if you do lay on your sides, put some pillows underneath there like you did when you were pregnant. But for me, I could not personally lay on my sides, and I just started to, and I will be 6 weeks postpartum on Friday, you guys. So that will tell you a lot. Like, it took a long time for me to be able to comfortably, not even comfortably still, but like until I was able to lay on my side without feeling that pulling, burning, ripping sensation thing. Bending over is going to take a while to get there. You're going to probably feel better after a week. However, bending down and stuff like that is still going to hurt, so make sure to take it easy. I remember feeling like I could do a lot more than I could, and then I would bend down and I was like, ugh, probably shouldn't have done that. You're not gonna want to bend down, and if you do, I was like bending down where, like, you know, like you bend down to something and you put your leg out behind you, so like I don't know, I was like shoo. But like that was the only way I could bend. The next thing is you are not going to be able to feel anywhere above or below the incision that they do. It's weird. It feels like if you've ever like went to the dentist and you like got numb and then you feel it, or you put like Orajel in your mouth or something, it feels like you can feel it, but it's not like any feeling. I don't know how to explain that. Like
description.
What?
That's a very good description.
It just feels like...
You can't feel it, but it feels like...
He's driving me crazy, you guys. It just feels numb. So like when you touch your belly and stuff, it feels weird. It feels like maybe somebody else's hand is touching your belly. I don't really know, but it just does not feel normal. Like, and my doctor said it could take up to a year for you to get feeling back, if ever. And you definitely don't want to mess with your incision. I know you're gonna want to itch it because it will get itchy. Don't do that. I started like messing with the glue and stuff, and I ended up getting like an infection and they had to re-glue it, and I don't know if I did it or what, but just don't mess with it. Try not to touch it. Like, when I was a kid, I would like pick at scabs, and that was like my favorite thing to do. And so like the glue's there and I just wanted to pick it, and you definitely don't want to do that, especially if your hands are probably dirty or something like that. It can definitely lead to infection. Next thing is you're going to want to take those pads that they send you home with and put them underneath your binder. Your binder can creep up and cause like some rubbing on your incision, and so the nurse at the hospital actually told me to take a pad and lay it this way across your stomach and put it underneath the bottom of the binder, just so it creates a barrier between you and the binder, because like I said, the binder's rigid and you're not going to want that rubbing on your stomach. And I think that was like the best tip that anyone had given me, because it felt so much better after I stopped that, and there wasn't like so much like rubbing and hurting. The thing you're going to want to do is ask your doctor what they plan on closing you up with. I know some doctors do staples, some do like internal stitches, and some do glue. My doctor, she did the internal stitches, but she also put glue over it so I could take a shower. And I know if you get staples and stuff like that, you're not allowed to shower. So I would definitely, if you can, ask for them to put the glue over it, just so you can shower and feel like a normal human being, because you're gonna feel disgusting after not showering for like so many days. And it was nice that I could actually take a shower and feel like human after just giving birth. Like I said before, you're going to feel like you can do more than you can. Definitely ask for help. You are going to need someone to help you, at least for the first 1 to 2, 3 weeks. You're going to need help, and I know I did. I even needed help longer than that because my incision got infected and it reopened, so I had to have help after that. But you're going to want to have help, especially if you have other kids. If this is your first child, you might not need as much help because you can pick up the baby. But like I said, you're not gonna be able to bend down and like we changed diapers like on a pad on our floor, and I couldn't do that. So Tab had to do all the diapers. I mean, I could probably change them on the bed, but Tab was trying to help me. So you're going to want to rest as much as you can, and don't be afraid to ask for help because you're definitely going to need it. If you can have people, you're not going to be cleaning, you're not, oh, that is another thing, you're not going to be driving either. You're going to need someone to take you everywhere. You're going to need someone to help you cook for you and stuff like that. If you are just a all-star rock star mom and you can do all that, then props to you, but I couldn't. And so definitely don't be afraid to ask for help, because okay, I think that not a lot of people give having a C-section the due credit that it deserves. It is a major surgery, and if you were having any other surgery, your doctor would tell you to take it easy. And just because you popped out a baby doesn't mean you can't take it easy. You need to take care of yourself so you can take care of your baby, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your baby. And having a C-section is major surgery, and so you should be taking care of yourself. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to get help, or just if somebody can, you know, bring you a meal, or watch the baby so you can take a shower or something like that. It really helps. You will be relying on someone pretty much for the first week or two, if not more. I think I started feeling better after the first week, but I still couldn't do everything that I wanted to do. And I think that's another thing. You are not able to do all the things you thought you would do, especially if you've already had a vaginal delivery and you're up and doing everything that you would already normally do. It's not like that. Your stomach has been cut open through multiple layers. You can't do what you thought you could do. So pretty much your only job is to take care of the baby, and you need to leave the other stuff to someone else. The doctor that I talked to, she's one of the other doctors at my doctor's practice. She came in, she was like, no cooking, no cleaning, no blah, 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 blah. She'll have somebody else do that. You're gonna want somebody there so they can help take care of you, so you can help take care of the baby. And another recovery tip is, I just want you to realize that all of the stuff that goes on at the hospital is only temporary, When I was in the hospital, they seriously woke us up like every hour, hour and a half. It might be because I had gestational diabetes and they had to check the baby's blood sugar and stuff like that, but they're gonna be coming in checking vitals. They're gonna be pushing on your stomach. That is another thing, you guys. They will still be pushing on your stomach to make sure all the bleeding's coming out. Even though you just had a C-section, it is the worst feeling in the world. I really wish they would not do that, but I'm sure they have a good reason. But yeah, they will be doing that. They'll be making sure that you have pain medicine. They'll be checking on the baby, checking the baby's vitals. And I don't know why they don't ever check my vitals and the baby's vitals at the same time. They don't though. So somebody who's constantly always coming in the room, and you're not going to get any sleep while you're in there. So definitely as soon as you come home, start relaxing, start taking it easy and stuff like that. And I think the number one thing as far as the recovery is, don't be too hard on yourself. You are doing the best you can, and you're doing a great job, and your body is not going to look the same. I know I started getting a little bit of like, wow, like, because I've never had like a flabby stomach before down like where my incision is, and now I have a pooch. And a lot of you told me it's called a C-section pooch. So you're definitely going to have one of those. So don't be hard on yourself. You know, you just had a baby. You just brought a life into this world. Like, you are doing a great job. You are a rock star, and don't let anyone let you feel otherwise. A lot of people already, you know, a lot of people get postpartum depression. I know I usually do. I haven't had it this time yet. But not to say that it won't happen. I did have it with 3 other boys, and so you're already in a place where like everything's just on you, everything's so new. The last thing you need to do is feel bad about yourself. So give yourself this chance to heal and to just be with your baby, snuggle your baby. Your baby, it will not be this little again. It's just crazy, like, to me, every time I look at the baby, and this is our last baby, and it's just like, our baby will never be this small again. We'll never be holding a baby this small again. That is ours, you know what I mean? I don't know. So that is my big thing. Nobody tells you what it's like after you have a baby. Nobody tells you, you know, how it's going to feel or anything like that. So don't be hard on yourself. You can get through it. Even if you need somebody to talk to, you can always write me. Ask a friend, write a friend. There's plenty of groups you can join. That you should never feel alone in any way that you feel. I just remember, like, after you have a baby, it's funny because, like, while you're pregnant, all of the attention is on you and everyone cares about how you're feeling, how are you, blah blah blah. And then afterwards, after the baby comes, it's like everyone's just like, you don't matter anymore. But just remember, you do matter. And so take it easy, and, you know, don't be too hard on yourself, because we're all doing the best that we can, and no matter which decisions you choose for you or your baby, it is the right decision, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So go ahead and look out for part 2. That's going to be things that nobody told you about having a C-section. And if you like videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Also follow us on Instagram, that's @Felicianicholle, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.